What's good, Soul Fam? How are you? Welcome back to my channel, Spiritual Daosith. I'm your favorite host, Daosith LeMay. I hope you're all doing good out there, all you brothers and sisters and Soul Fam. And if you are new, welcome to my channel. Thanks for taking time out of your busy day to watch this video. And I hope it resonates with you. And if it does, and it feels good in your heart, and it just feels good with your soul, please do subscribe and check out my other social media platforms in the description box below. Of course, if this doesn't resonate with you, just leave it. These just happen to be my truths, mine alone. They don't need to be yours. Before we go any further, go check out my book, Becoming the Creator, A Practical Guide to Spirituality Connection. I think this is a powerful tool, a powerful guide to help you along your own spiritual journey, your spiritual awakening, to help you find more truth, power, joy, and peace in your life, utilizing the insights of my spiritual guides, as well as my personal life experiences and how I found more peace, joy, and love in my life by becoming the creator and recognizing that I am connected to Source and I am always loved, and how powerful we are. You can go find that at Amazon.com, Books A Million, Barnes & Noble, or go check it out, my website, spiritualdaosith.com. I appreciate the love and support. It may be used for your highest good as you go forward. So I'm going to be talking about today, or sharing a story, a recent story about something I manifested in my reality. And I think sharing this story is going to help many of you in your own endeavors in manifesting something into your own life. This specifically relates to chapter 8 in my book, which is about start creating consciously, right? How to manifest things consciously in your life. So the experience that I had recently was that I was healing from a really bad cold. I was healing from a really bad cold. On top of that too, I was healing from a really bad sprained ankle that I had received playing soccer. And so in the moment, I was kind of feeling vulnerable, and I wanted to meditate on that. And in that meditation, I was working on myself, doing a lot of inner work, working through my mental body, working through my emotional body, and working through what was transpiring and happening in my reality, okay? And in that space, I wanted to say, this is how I want to feel. This is what I want to feel coming out of this. And the vision that I had in this meditative space was that I was laying by the pool or by the beach. It was warm out, the sky was blue, the sun was shining, and I was feeling the warmth of the sun. I was feeling the light rejuvenating me, making me feel healed, making me feel peaceful, feeling present, feeling absolutely abundant and loved and supported by the universe. That was the emotional experience that I got from that. This place of just pure bliss and feeling rejuvenated and happy and peaceful and just so connected and thankful for and grateful for all the things that had transpired and being healthy and healed. All right, that was what I was experiencing, and I sat in that energy for a good few minutes. All right, that was in the morning, and then I went about my day. All right, I totally forgot about it and went about my day. What happened that day, and I live in New Hampshire, all right? We're in the middle of winter, and miraculously, the temperature that day went up to almost the 60s. And I was able, with my wife, to get outside with my children out on our deck. And the sky was crystal clear blue. Now, for many of us who've lived in New Hampshire right now, there has been literally no sun. It has been absolutely gray for like 2-3 weeks consecutively, and I was starting to get really depressed about that, to be honest. And it was just gray. We weren't getting any sun, and I wasn't feeling good, and all these different things. And the sun was out today. It was shining brightly. It was warm, and I sat on the deck, feeling the warmth, feeling the energy, feeling rejuvenated as my children were playing, having fun, and my wife was sitting next to me. And it was exactly the emotional match to what I wanted to experience in my meditative state that morning. Unbelievable, right? To me, this was such a powerful recognition of the manifesting, the innate manifesting ability that we have within us, and it completely validated it for me. Hopefully, for you, it will validate your manifesting abilities as well. So I want to bring this up because for many of you out there trying to manifest an experience in your life, manifest something in your reality, I want to bring up 3 key things to bring into your awareness about this process. 3 key things that are needed for you as you manifest these things or try to manifest in this reality. So before I share these 3 things, I am going to preface this by saying I did work on myself. I did work on myself. I did an inner reflection. I inquired about my emotional body, my mental body, went through the experience, trying to understand the emotions, and then heal what was being presented to me through my illness, what I was healing from, and what I was healing from an injury standpoint. All right? You got to do the work on that as well. There are 2 sides of this ledger. You got to do that other side of the ledger. Otherwise, you're going to have a real difficult time manifesting. All right? So this is just coming to the process of the manifesting aspect of it. So, number 1, when you're trying to manifest something, you need to be able to envision it. You need to be able to somehow sense it, feel it, touch it, smell it in your reality. Otherwise, you won't be able to bring it into your reality. You won't be able to manifest it if you have no clue what it's going to look like, feel like, or whatever, right? You have to envision this. So in doing so, you're going to use your imagination. You're going to use your mental body to actually experience that in your imagination. But what's really important through your envisioning journey, if you will, is that you're going to use your emotional body to basically experience emotionally what it is that you're looking for. This is the big part about this envisioning aspect, the manifesting part of this. This step, number 1, envisioning, the biggest part of this to focus on is what the emotional vibrational output that you are experiencing through this vision that you're having in your mental body. All right, you need to know what it feels. What is it that you are receiving from it emotionally that you need to recognize that? Take note of that vibrational experience. I want you to take note of that, put it in the back of your head, and keep it in front, or keep it in your awareness as you go throughout the day. All right, that's going to be key. It's not so much what you experience visually, what the form was. It's what the emotional output was for you as you go through it. Because at the end of the day, if you're receiving the same emotional output, then the form really doesn't matter, right? That brings us to number 2. Let go of form. Let go of what it's supposed to look like. Let go of all the things that you envisioned about it. And give it to the universe and allow that universe to bring it to you from an emotional experience, okay? The reason why I say that is that the universe itself is infinite. You can't even fit it into the space that you're looking at in my hands. Right? The universe is infinite. It can provide you that emotional experience, what you're looking for, in an infinite way. Infinite ways of showing up in your reality, all right? And what happens is when you tie things to form, right? So let's say, for instance, I tied it to the idea of sitting by the pool or being on a beach in a tropical climate. Perhaps maybe I'm in Costa Rica or Hawaii or wherever. I have then taken the infinite ways the universe can bring me that emotional output and has tied it to a very finite, narrow way for it to be delivered to me. You've taken the universe in the bandwidth, which is infinite, and have shrunk it down to a very narrow way for which I am allowed to receive that gift from the universe. That's what happens when you attach form, what you visualized, to the emotional output that you're trying to receive from the universe. You have taken the abundance of the universe and have restricted to a very finite way of receiving it from the universe. The universe has got all these other ways to bring it to you. So for example, as a way for you to understand this, and I've shared this in my book as well, is that let's say you go to the universe, you say, "Dear universe, dear source energy, I want to receive a present from you that is in the shape of a square box with a blue ribbon around it. That is the only way I want to receive it. This experience that I want needs to show up in a white square box with a blue ribbon on it." Okay? So the universe comes to you and says, "Well, listen, I have this other really easy way for me to deliver it to you, but it's in a white box with a red ribbon." But because of your attachment to form and what you're looking out for is a white square box with a blue ribbon, you've now missed out on the universe delivering a white box with a red ribbon that has the exact same emotional output that you're looking for. But because of your form, you've displaced it, you've discounted it, you've ignored it, you've missed it. And then the universe says, all right, well, I got another one for you. I've got a blue square box with a white ribbon. And because of your attachment to form, you ignore it. You disregard it. And there goes another opportunity for you to experience something that was exactly what you were looking for, but because of form, you missed out on it. That's exactly what is happening when you're attaching yourself to form. In fact, the universe won't even bring it in a box, or it may not even have a ribbon. It may be an oval box, or it could be a round box. It could be not a ribbon. It could be a bow. It could be all sorts of different things. In fact, it may not even show up in a box or a bow. It could be coming through by someone, another co-creator, bringing it to you through their own hands as an experience, right? Now you start to understand, because of form, you're taking the infinite of the universe and you're finiting it down to a certain thing, a very narrow bandwidth. This is especially true with regards to money. I want you to be mindful of that. When you take the abundance of the universe and you experience it and you tell it, the only form I can experience, joy, happiness, peace, love, whatever, is through the finite form and flow of money, you have completely restricted the universe to showing up into your reality, delivering the emotional output that you're looking for because of your attachment to form. All right? So that's number 2. Number 3, you need to be aware of when these things show up in your life. You need to be present. You need to understand that the thing that you're looking for, you need to be present for it so that when it does show up, that you're aware of it. Don't let yourself go all over the place in the future, in the past, thinking about all these other things and not being present in the moment when the universe is actually delivering things on a constant basis, saying, here, is this what you're looking for? This is what you're looking for? This is what you're looking for? But because you're not present and you're not aware of yourself, you're missing it all. It requires you to be present and be mindful throughout your day, so when it actually shows up in your reality, you can recognize it. You can recognize the emotional output that you were looking for in your envisioned state, in your meditation, what you're looking for, and you can say, aha, thank you, universe. I see it. I recognize it. I honor the power within me to create this experience with you, co-creating with anybody else that's with me in the moment. And I am absolutely 100% grateful and appreciative of it. And you're sending this signal to the universe. In that moment, I've recognized the gift. I honor my power. I honor what's being created. I'm grateful. Please, universe, continue to send the exact same thing to me through your emotional output, signaling to the universe to continue on this path. Those 3 things, as well as what I said earlier, doing some inner work, are going to open you up to so much more abundance and joy and peace in your life. All right? Now, if you're having trouble finding the ability to be present in your life, I highly recommend, like I talk about in my book, especially in the earlier chapters, which you really need to read through to get to chapter 8, because it's all done in a process to get you to that point, is to help you become more aware of yourself, is send an alarm. Send an alarm that goes off and it says, hey, what are you feeling? What's going on? Are you being present? See whether or not the universe has been delivering things to you, and to help you recognize it and be grateful in the moment. So I hope that story helps you. Those are really 3 key things I think are going to be really useful for helping you manifest things, along with doing some inner work if you're having the other side of this, the resistance and all the other things. And I think you'll find that the effortlessness of manifesting things is so much simpler and joyful and so much easier of a process when you can get to that. I hope that helps you. I love you. Please go check out my book. Follow me on Truth, on X, on Facebook, on Instagram, etc. I love you, and we'll talk to you soon.